All right. We just left off here where it says it was an October afternoon. Desiree had not changed the thin white garment nor the slippers which she wore. Her hair was uncovered, and the sun's rays brought a golden gleam from its brown meshes. She did not take the broad, beaten road which led to the far-off plantation of Valmont. She walked across a deserted field where the subtle stubble bruised her tender feet, so delicately shod, and tore her thin gown to shreds. She disappeared among the reeds and willows that grew thick along the banks of the deep, sluggish bayou, and she did not come back again. So this is that sentence when I said that there was the implication of death. They don't actually tell us what happened to her, but it is kind of implied that because she does not go to her mother's house, she disappears along the banks of the bayou. So it is kind of implied that she takes her own life and that of her baby. So it's a pretty sad ending, although it doesn't say that for sure. So maybe we can hope that she just ran away and started a new life. But there is a pretty somber implication right here. All right, ending. Some weeks later, there was a curious scene enacted at La Brie. In the center of the smoothly swept backyard was a great bonfire. Armand Aubigné sat in the wide hallway that commanded a view of the spectacle, and it was he who dealt out to a half-dozen Negroes the material which kept his fire ablaze. A graceful cradle of willow with all its dainty furbishings was laid upon the pyre, which had already been fed with the richness of a priceless layette. Then there were silk gowns and velvet and satin ones added to these. Laces, too, and embroideries, bonnets and gloves for the corbel had been of rare quality. So he's burning all of her stuff and the stuff of their baby. The last thing to go was a tiny bundle of letters, innocent little scribblings that Desiree had sent him during the days of their espousal. There was the remnant of one back in the drawer from which he took them. But it was not Desiree's. It was part of an old letter from his mother to his father. He read it. She was thanking God for the blessing of her husband's love. But above all, she wrote, night and day, I thank the good God for having so arranged our lives that our dear Armand will never know that his mother, who adores him, belongs to the race that is cursed with the brand of slavery. Dun, dun, dun. So, what does that mean? What does Armand realize at the end of this story? You might need to go back and read it again, but this is definitely a plot twist. Hint, hint. So he finds this letter from his mother, and she is writing to his father. Remember, his mother passed away when he was young, and they moved from Paris to Louisiana. And he's just discovered this letter and this information. All right, guys.